Hi fellow makeup fiends, today I'm going to do a video that I was hoping that we wouldn't have to do, and that is to tell you that sadly Molly passed away last week on Friday the 28th of June. It was a huge shock really, because although she'd had a couple of bad days, she then went on to have about 5 or 6 really great days where she was really quite lively and she was back to her old self, well, apart from being quite slow. So today we're here at Blast Beach. I've tried to film this video in the last couple of days and it just hasn't been right. It's quite upsetting to make. I've got upset, and also I felt like I haven't said the right things. It hasn't felt right, so I wanted to come somewhere where we'd actually been with Molly, because this is somewhere that she loved. And she loved the beach, didn't she? Yeah, she did. She loved anywhere with water. Yeah. So we've come here to Blast Beach. It's absolutely beautiful today. It's 27 degrees. It's so hot and sunny, and it's quite bittersweet really, because we actually went out to the beach yesterday as well at Seaburn, and it's just such a shame because this is something that Molly would have loved to have been a part of. So it's quite sad for us when we are now going somewhere and she would have been with us and loved it so much. But I did want to tell you really what happened. So she did have some very good days, and then she was having a bad day, and it was kind of similar to an experience she'd had over a week before that. So we were kind of just, you know, in a way hoping that that was just going to pass. When it came to the next day, around tea time, she started to decline quite badly from that point on and throughout the night. And as awful as this sounds, I know that other dog owners will understand. I actually did hope that she would actually pass during the night in her sleep, because I didn't want to have to take her to the vets and go through that. But Molly's a fighter to the end, so she actually did survive the night and we had to take her to the vets. I don't want to talk too much about that, but basically she just was given an overdose of an anaesthetic. So basically she just drifted off to sleep and then her heart stopped. So it was very peaceful. The receptionist that was on was the one who was usually seeing us, and it was the vet that we had been seeing all the time with Molly, because there's a few of them are generally on shift. So both of them were there when it happened, and both them were upset, weren't they? Yeah, the vet had a little tear and so did the receptionist, and it was very sad. But we took her from there. We took her to a place that we had found in Durham, called the Pet Crematorium, and I will link their website in the information bar below as well. They were fantastic. It was set in the middle of some fields, which Molly would love because she loved just being out in nature. And when we got there, the gentleman who welcomed us was actually from where we live. So it just felt very right taking her there, and it was just a beautiful place. We got to spend some time with her and we made the arrangements. And then we collected her. That was on a Friday, and we actually collected her on Tuesday. What was quite strange was, in a way, is it rained on Friday when she died, and it actually rained the day that we picked her up. Been absolutely devastated to lose her, because she was just such an amazing little character, and we fought really hard to try and help her overcome whatever was going on, because we didn't really find out. We thought it was some kind of rare disorder that had affected her liver, but we'll never know. But we did put a lot of effort and time and money in to try and to get her better. Cure her, yeah, to get her better. And I know that it was the right thing to do, and at the end when we took her to be cremated, it wasn't a cheap thing to do, but it was the right thing to do, because we love our animals. They're members of the family, and it's important to fight for them as hard as you would fight for yourself, your husband, your child, because they are your family. Harry's being very noisy next to the camera. So the house has felt very empty. It's felt very strange. Getting in the car, particularly for journeys. Car journeys have just been quite difficult, I think. I mean, I haven't fed the dogs for a week because I find that experience quite difficult, because that was mainly my job to do. I find it very difficult to put down 2 bowls and not 3. just missed her presence around the house because she was just a funny little thing, and she was intelligent, and she just, I don't know, feels kind of empty without her there, even though we've got these two idiots running around. They're very uncoordinated without her. It's like she was the central thing that kind of kept them balanced, and they did spend a few days where they were a little bit out of sync. And Millie, particularly on the Sunday, she spent a lot of time looking around the whole house, going outside. She had a bit of a whimper. She just didn't understand where Molly was. We've took her to the vets before, and she's been gone a few days, and I think that she sensed something was different this time. I don't know, just felt like she would go on forever. She was just that kind of character. I think it's because she was almost human in a way. But it's been very hard on all of us. And yeah, I just wanted to make the video and let you know, because if you aren't like a friend of mine on Facebook, or if you don't follow my page on Facebook, which is Piercy's #1 girl, then you may not have heard the news that she had passed away. So I wanted to let you know, and that's basically why I've been away and I haven't been making a lot of videos. I've had tutorials up because they've been easier to do, because I just record myself putting makeup on. But I haven't really done any sit down and chat videos for quite some time because we've had all of this going on and it's been very stressful. So I just wanted to let you know what had happened, because I wanted to also thank you all, because when I put the Molly updates up, I got a huge response of lovely supportive messages, and I've had a lot of support since she passed from the people who did know, and everybody's been so fantastic, and I wanted to thank you all for that. It's been a very difficult time, but knowing that people are sending their love and their support and messages has definitely helped a lot. So I think that's about it.
Yeah. It was yesterday we were down at Seaburn Beach with Millie.
Yeah.
And just a week before, well just over a week before, I'd been down there with Molly. And it was quite strange that she wasn't with us yesterday.
So when we were on the beach yesterday, I did find it quite sad because she wasn't there to enjoy it, and it was such a beautiful sunny day. She would have really loved it, and there was loads of dogs to meet, and I don't know, it's...
She was always good with other dogs.
She was fabulous with other dogs. We never had a problem at all with her behaviour. And I was just we were kind of talking about our favourite memories. And some of mine are going to pick Tony up, and you didn't need a leader with Molly. She would trot along beside you, and it was just lovely. She would trot along and she'd smile up at you, and I think I'll remember that a lot. But yeah, it's been out, isn't it? Like, looking back at the videos, because if you go through and you put in dog walk or dog, it'll bring up a list of videos that might have that sort of tagged. And if you searched on my channel for Blast Beach Seam, you might get a video that we filmed here, and there's some lovely footage of Molly on that video, swimming in the stinky pool at the top.
Some dogs are like indoor dogs, and Molly wasn't really an indoor dog. When she was indoors, she just really sat down and slept, and quite often she went off by herself, didn't she, at the top of the stairs?
Yeah, she did.
She was much more social, if you like, when she was out.
Yeah, definitely. She definitely loved being out and about and just being out in nature. This butterfly. It's so strange. Yeah, she just loved the outdoors. She just, like I say, water was just her favourite thing in the whole world. It was funny to take her to Finkel, which was almost where we went today, and you would let her off and she would just race to get down to the actual water and get in there. It was just... She's just given us so many amazing memories and so much laughter and love, and she was a strange little character at times. She was quite quirky, but she just had a lover.
Yeah.
She was just lovable.
She had a lot of qualities of the collie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite intelligent and very, and a good rounder up of dogs and
yeah,
stuff.
she used to look after the dogs when we went out on walks, make sure they were together. And she was quite a deep little character, really, wasn't she? And she had this thing about the pathetic paw. She was sitting, you would just get the paw, and if you were stroking her, she didn't want you to stop, paw all the time. And she just loved her food as well. She just loved food. I'm really glad that before she actually declined, that we got those 5 or 6 days where she was just a lot brighter in herself. Emily's got to say say hello. Come on, Millie, it's not playing, it's on the lead. Millie! We all know that dogs are very important to us. They're a huge part of our life. We don't go away on holiday abroad, we don't go away when we're off. Our time is spent going out on days out and just, you know, enjoying them. And Harry can't wait to be getting along the beach, can you, Harry? Good boy. So this is just a fitting place to tell you this news. It's a really beautiful place. And that's it. So we're going to love you and leave you. There's some photos at the end, some footage of Molly, and the information about the pet crematorium will be in the information bar below. If anybody lives locally, then I would highly recommend them. We're going to go and put something in their remembrance book, and I think they did a fantastic job. It's a family run business. They're all really lovely when you arrive. The way that they greet them, the way that they talk to you, it's all very respectful. It's a beautiful building, and they do cremations for all animals, and including horses as well, which yeah, it's quite nice. And there were some beautiful horses in the remembrance book. So I think that we've fought for a long time, and I've had a lot of stress and anxiety over these last couple of months that have kind of gotten in the way of us doing certain things and just been very emotional, and I feel like some of that has lifted, and it's sad that it's lifted in a way. I wish it had lifted and her get better, but unfortunately not. But I'm glad to know that she's not in pain anymore, really, and that's it. So we're gonna love you and leave you and see you all soon. Bye. Here comes Queen Nubbler.
Here you come.
Hi, Molly.
Stop it, Millie. Get back.
Oh, Molly. You're the Queen. Hello. Oh, hi, girl. Good girl.
There she is.
Come on, then.
All right, now.
Millie.
Sit, Millie. Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Get yourself comfy.
There you go.
Good girl.
There you are.
You're not alone, together we stand. I'll be by your side, you know I'll take your hand.
But when it gets cold and it feels like the end, there's no place to go, you know I won't give in. No, I won't give in. So far away, I wish you were here. Before it's too late, this could all disappear.
Before the doors close and it comes to an end, with you by my side I will fight and defend. I'll fight and defend. Nothing you can say, nothing you can do. There's no other way when it comes to the truth. So keep
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South